Now to this, pretty disgusting comments caught on camera in Mississippi. A now former student at Mississippi State University is accused of launching into an anti-Semitic rant at Barstool Sports founder Dave Portnoy, who is Jewish. Watch.
So far, I like it. With Why don't you come in the camera, buddy? Why? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Totally unacceptable, disgusting, easy to condemn. But the student who's accused of doing this was arrested and charged with disturbing the peace. It's a misdemeanor offense covering public behavior that could spark violence. The student also allegedly tossed coins in the direction of Portnoy, but no charges for assault or battery. What he did was clearly wrong, clearly abhorrent. But was arresting this kid a bridge too far? Joining us here in Dallas is attorney Jace Yarbrough. Jace, thanks for being with us here today. And the reason I wanted to have this discussion with you about this topic is not what is obvious. What is obvious is that this is disgusting and abhorrent behavior from this student at Mississippi State. But I think we have to be able to distinguish between abhorrent behavior and criminal behavior.
Yeah, I agree. Thanks for having me on, Will. I really appreciate it. So the current state of the law is pretty clear that words, pure speech, is absolutely protected by the First Amendment unless it falls into one of a few categories the Supreme Court's laid out, things like incitement to imminent illegal conduct or obscenity or defamation. Yelling F the Jews or F you, Dave Portnoy, on a public sidewalk arguably doesn't fall within any of those exceptions. And so the First Amendment as to Mr. McClintock's speech would be protected. The second piece, though, is tossing the coins, in Portnoy's direction or at him. There are circumstances under which actions, physical actions, can be protected by the First Amendment. Those are known as expressive conduct, but that requires that the actor have a specific or particularized message that is likely to be understood by his viewers. Whether tossing coins at a Jewish man and yelling anti-Semitic slurs at him on a public sidewalk qualifies under that, very questionable. His lawyers are probably going to argue that, but it is clear, at least based on some of the statements I've seen from the Starkville PD Police Department, that the tossing of the coins is probably the hook that they're using to justify this arrest in this case.
It should be clear. He did not throw coins at Dave Portnoy as an assault or battery. He's been charged with any type of violent crime. He did toss coins in the direction of Portnoy. I think that distinction is important because otherwise we would hear today that he was charged with battery or assault. So it comes back down to speech. And I think that I'm concerned he was charged with disturbing the peace. And I'm concerned that while we all should condemn any type of offensive language, whether or not that be racist or anti-Semitic, we can't let that carry over into defying one of the core principles of the United States of America, and that is free speech. The purpose of free speech is to protect abhorrent speech, because who gets to define what is abhorrent? There was a day in America, was there not? You're a lawyer, I went to law school, where we had a Supreme Court case about whether or not Nazis should be permitted to march down a public street in America, and the Supreme Court resoundingly said they should. That's not an endorsement of Nazism. That is a protection of abhorrent speech.
Sure. I think in addition to that, and to emphasize that, the backdrop of the past couple of years when conduct exactly like this has been completely permitted and allowed to run rampant, at least on university campuses, underscores the point that, we need at least the same rules for everybody. And if there's something about, the perpetrator in this case that the local authorities don't like, or some reason that they don't have in this case to permit this conduct to pass, whereas they give university students a pass, for example, I mean, that's all the more reason to double down. And yes, it is very much a part of our ethos as Americans and our heritage to say, look, we want to take all comers, all ideas. Let's hear what you have to say. And
that's not to say there won't be accountability. There are many forms of public accountability, but jail, but arrest is a bridge too far in America. Maybe not in Canada, maybe not in the UK, but a bridge too far in the United States. Jace, excellent discussion. Thanks so much for being with us.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for having me, Will.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.